Hello friends, I'm Ronin. First I want to say, of course, you should play which character you want most. Don't forget that please before you watch the video. I mean, if you are fun with most with Deathblade, play that. It's not a big deal, everything else. But in that video I will explain you and I will suggest you classes according to what kind of player you are. I mean, if you are good at control fights, if you are like making play zones for your team, and if you are good at positioning, so probably you will like playing Sorceress. Like that I will kinda explain you, friends. Also, I will talk about only 15 classes which is available at UNA, and that part of video I will be talk about fighter subclasses. Then in next videos I can do for other classes like hunters and assassins and mages, like that. But still, that is of course subjective video, so don't forget that too. So let's begin. I hope you friends will like that. Enjoy watching, and let's begin. Let's start with our first fighter is Scrapper, aka Infighter. Scrapper is from underrated classes in my opinion, actually. She is not that strong right now, but they will rework her identity in Korea, so in future probably she will be a lot of better. She has really good mobility and dual potential, but the bad part about her is she don't have that much damage potential actually, because she deal mostly single target damage. That means you can't deal more than a limit. I mean, it's really easy to deal 1 million damage with Summoner with Deathblade or Shadowhunter, but with Scrapper is much more harder than compared to other classes, other DPS classes. But she has really good single target damage, so don't forget that. And so if you are good at playing fast, if you trust your reflexes, if you are good at changing targets and find single targets to duel with them, and if you don't mind getting aggro of enemy, if you are like 2 dragons from Awakening with big punches, and then Striker is for you, friends. And second fighter class is Soul Fist, aka Soulmaster. She is like Shadowhunter, but I mean not about skill types or like that. I mean about the kind of playstyle. Soul Fist is mid-range character too, like Shadowhunter. You need to go in sometimes, and sometimes you can fight from range, and that is make her to fit in every comp, and you can play against every comp with that playstyle opportunity. The main playstyle about her is you need to do as much as dealing damage in tier 3 identity, then you need to survive as much as you can while waiting for identity cooldown. I mean with tier 3 identity Super Saiyan mode. She has a really good skill ceiling too, by the way. She is really fast and mobile class. If you play well with her, she is really balanced and strong class actually. So if you are like mid-range playstyle, if you are good at catch moments, and if you are like to being Super Saiyan mode and doing Kamehameha, then Soul Fist is for you, friend. And let's talk about third fighter class, War Dancer, aka Battle Master. Battle Master, I mean War Dancer, sorry. War Dancer has a really good team buffs and kind of debuffs. Also she has good damage reduction on herself too. I mean there is shield skill which is give you permanent 10% damage reduction, and like 25% for all team. That's a different skill, of course. They are 2 different skills. But I mean with that things, with that damage reduction things, she can be really good frontline and annoy enemy backlines, because she has kinda good damage too. Not that high, but yes, can deal a good amount of damage and annoy backlines so hard. But she don't have that much super armors, and she has kinda mana problem. They kind of make that more efficient for ins with new PP changes, but still she has a kind of mana problem. And she don't have super armors, like I said. They can knock down you so easily. But if you are like to kinda peel your team, if you are like to being kinda tanky frontline, and if you like to doing taekwondo on your enemy heads, War Dancer is for you, friends. And final fighter is male War Dancer, aka Striker. We can compare Striker and War Dancer. Sorry, I still mess up names, EU names and Russian names. That is because I called that class for 2 years. I called that Battle Master, and now I need to call that War Dancer. So apologize for that. I hope you can forgive me. And like I said, we can compare two classes because one of male version of War Dancer. The main differences is about the two classes. You can play much more aggressive with Striker, but you don't have that much buff and defensive stats like War Dancer. So another differences is Striker can solve kind of problems of Battle Master, not completely solve of course, but one problem is a super armor problem, like I said. With orb skills, with identity skills, Striker has one tenacity skill, which is make him even more mobile, and because of 2 dashes, even make him even more mobile, and make him with tenacity, like one super armor that makes him kinda solve the Battle Master's one issue. I mean War Dancer's one issue. Another issue is like I said, War Dancer has so much mana issue, but Striker has less mana issue. That is another differences about the two classes. So if you are like to playing aggressively, if you are good at playing fast and showing reflex to enemy skills, and if you are like to Bruce Lee sounds, then Striker is for you, friends. I hope that is for you. And with that, our all fighter classes is finished. Like I said, if you guys want to, I will make for all other classes, like for all mates, all assassins, all fighters. I mean, sorry, we already do fighters. For all warriors, yes. Finally, I find the class, and I can do that if you want. Just let me know. I hope you friends enjoy the video, and video helps you to decide to main. I had so much, they asked me so much about that class choice. I want to kinda do that video. See you soon, take care of yourself.